Welcome to this week's episode of the Restricted Handling Podcast's What's Coming Up Next Week in the World, your go-to briefing on the events, announcements, and geopolitical flashpoints you need to know before Monday morning hits. From March 8th through March 14th, 2026, we're mapping out a week packed with high-stakes international meetings, military maneuvers, and policy decisions that could ripple across the globe. Think of it as your ultimate backstage pass to global security, diplomacy, and power plays, without the chaos of live news feeds interrupting your coffee. We kick things off on Sunday with International Women's Day, a major celebration in Russia and China. While Putin's bouquets and carefully staged ceremonies might give you flashbacks to Soviet-era pageantry, it's also a lens into how states like Russia and China use public holidays to signal unity and bolster national pride. Xi Jinping will likely have his own well-scripted address in Beijing, blending tradition, domestic messaging, and a nod to the world watching. These ceremonies may look ceremonial, but they're a subtle peek at the internal political messaging driving the year ahead. Monday is packed. China continues its two sessions, the annual NPC and CPPCC meetings that set economic, defense, and political priorities for the next 5 years. Expect formal approvals of the 15th five-year plan, the 2026 budget, and carefully curated messaging about growth and stability. Across Europe, the Eurogroup convenes in Luxembourg to coordinate fiscal policy amid the ongoing war in Ukraine, while the EU Employment and Social Affairs Council tackles child welfare, human capital, and poverty initiatives. It's a week where money, policy, and social stability collide. On Tuesday, Brussels hosts the EU Economic and Financial Affairs Council, where finance ministers hash out multi-year fiscal plans, sanctions enforcement, and banking supervision, keeping a careful eye on Russia and Ukraine. Wednesday turns icy, literally, with NATO Cold Response 2026 in northern Norway and Finland. Tens of thousands of troops from 14 countries will train in sub-zero Arctic conditions, testing interoperability and sending a clear message to Moscow about NATO's northern flank readiness. That same day, the U.S. releases February's Consumer Price Index, a key number influencing global markets, the Federal Reserve, and international investors. Thursday, EU defense ministers meet in Nicosia to coordinate security policy, update capability gaps, and discuss joint exercises. It's essentially a European Avengers initiative without the CGI, focused on keeping the EU collectively ready amid ongoing crises. We also highlight watch list items that could erupt into action: North Korea's legislative elections on March 15th, ongoing uncertainty about the next U.S.-Russia-Ukraine peace talks, Saudi Arabia quietly ramping up oil production, and ongoing U.S. evacuations in the Middle East. These are developments to track that may not be on a calendar yet, but could have major geopolitical consequences. That's the board for March 8th through the 14th. Thanks for listening and being part of the RH community. Please take a moment to leave a 5-star review. If you want to see some changes, email us at info@restrictedhandling.com. We also publish a daily written intel brief on Substack, where you'll find even deeper coverage of Russia and China, along with insights on Iran, the Middle East, and the DPRK.